So one of the things that we can talk about today in this first session are some of the things that you're wondering about smoking or tobacco. So here's a chance for you to ask any and all questions that you've ever had about smoking, and I'll do my best to answer them. If I don't know the answer, I can find out and let you know next time.
Actually, I have a question about there's these medications that you can take when you're trying to quit smoking. There's like a weird acronym. What? Nicotine.
Nicotine replacement therapy?
Yeah, that's it. I don't really get it because I was under the impression that nicotine was the harmful substance. So why would you be giving people a safe form of nicotine? I don't understand it.
That's such a good question, Tina, and thanks for asking that, because probably others are wondering the same thing. I'm seeing a few nods. So there is a common myth that nicotine is the harmful substance in cigarettes, and if you believe that, then of course, why would you take any kind of nicotine replacement, like the patch or the gum or anything? In fact, it's not the nicotine in cigarettes that's harmful, it's the way that the drug is delivered, smoking it. And so
Sorry, it's Marilyn, right?
yes, Roxanne.
Have you ever been a smoker?
Wow, that's a good question. So, you know what, maybe let me speak to
just
that.
wondering, because I'm wondering, how you can relate to us.
Yeah.
How do you know what we're going through if you've never smoked one?
Good question.
And so that's probably one the group's more interested in hearing about than nicotine replacement therapy, which we can come back to. It seems like maybe behind that question and what other people are wondering too is, can I really be helpful if I haven't gone through what you're going through? Is that
Pretty much.
kind of where you're coming from on that? Yeah. And I can acknowledge that I have smoked in the past. I did quit smoking many years ago, but regardless of whether I smoked in the past or not, the journey that I took towards quitting may be really different from yours. And so I think, whether someone is in recovery from other drugs or alcohol or tobacco, some people really want to, be in the same group as someone who's gone through that. Others, doesn't really matter. But the bottom line is that you're really each the expert in your own smoking, and you'll be the experts in how you go about quitting if you decide to do that. Does that?
That answers my question. Thank you.
Thanks. And I really appreciate how candid you were in just putting that on the table. You really took a risk, and it was what was on other people's minds too. So I think one thing that I really like, I think we're off to a great start, because one thing that will make the group the most helpful is if you really feel free to say what's on your mind, and that includes to challenge me if there's anything that I say that you disagree with or that you're not so sure about. Any other burning questions? Anyone else want to put any